welcome back to another glorious video of Booster 2000. We're out in the Escort today. You've all seen the Escort if you follow the channel. Gosh, it's rattly, isn't it? It's not like driving a Focus for sure. I hope you can hear me over the GoPro on a car. Yeah, so today I did a blog on my Focus, a bit of a driving video and an experience share of it, and I asked if you want to see one of my Escort, and the comments were yes. I did a poll again on Instagram. The comments were yes, we want to see it. So I hope I ain't boring you all with it by now, but today it'll be a little bit around taking out in the car, have a walk around with it, talk to you about what I've done, what the car was originally and what it is now, and basically big up my build. Yeah, I'll tell you what, alright, I need a bit of advice. I need to improve the start of my videos. I hate the fact that I sound like one of these numpties that are like, hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. It's got to be better than that. I worked hard making my intro video, which again I think I need to change. I was a bit dated, I've used it for the best part of a year. But yeah, anyhow, we're out in the Escort. It's not the cleanest it could be. I've not used it for 3 weeks. It gave rain today. I had a job booked in the garage, it's been cancelled due to weather. And you know what? I was like, it's dry. And it's not giving rain for a bit now, so let's get the Escort out. So yeah, and let's use it for that last time before the stupid Welsh 20 miles per hour limits apply. Drakeford, you are a Dripford. So yeah, if anyone doesn't know, that Wales is going to national speed limit on 30 roads, 220s. What an absolute joke and palaver. So a car like this on my Focus, driving around in like second gear, is going to be really loud and droning. You can drive around in a higher gear, but again, it will be kangarooing and not the best. But anyhow, I'm boring you now, so I drew a little pull and stuff here and there, and let's get to a location, let's chat about this Escort, shall we? I'll see you all soon. Another bit of great news as well. I put a new set of plugs in here this week, or last week, or well no, 3.5 weeks ago, which has allowed me to open the boost back up and not have any issues. I've also fitted a SPAL fan, okay? So the SPAL fan is fantastic. I had one on my Fiesta RS Turbo. I had a cheapy like gravity one. Never like part out the cheap parts with this one with fans and cooling systems and stuff, alright? I've always had a bit of a cooling problem since I've had this car. It runs hot in traffic, never cooks, but the fan was drawing, the CPF or CPM rate was really low, it was low wattage, it was pants. This thing will suck you in now, which is good. So I got one 14-inch SPAL fan. Also, good bit of news, never buy them from places like, and I do apologise, from like Pro Alloy or from AirTech or Burton. Use the part number, okay, right? And I've called that place out because that's the place I looked. Get the part number, okay? There's loads of places like aircon places, bus places, fitters and stuff like that. They use the SPAL fans. You're not paying a markup. They are guaranteed original parts, not Chinese knockoffs. So my fan was 80 quid, or 86 quid. But to buy it from a named company was 160 odd pound. You're paying double, alright? That's my little bit of share for you right now. So I don't know if you can hear that. Let's have a listen. It does, it pops and bangs, like a bit of an overrun. Let's have a listen. It's not as loud as the Focus, it does it off boost, it backfires, it does like the flame. Let's have a listen to it. Let's have a listen. I don't know if you can hear that over the road noise, but yeah, this car is running a full, I think it's a 3-inch stainless system all the way through. It doesn't have a catalytic converter, it doesn't have any middle boxes, it just runs a back box, which is the actual proper Cosworth style back box, okay? Pop, pop, bang, bang. So the engine is a 97A RS 2000 2-litre 16 valve, okay? It is running a turbo off a Saab, which is a Garrett GT25. It is a tiny little snail, okay? But the car itself, it has no lag, it has loads of boost low end, it's quite torquey. It's running standard engine, it has no internal upgrades other than external Nissan 370cc injectors, 3.5 bar, fuel regulator, the Walbra 255 fuel pump. It has AFR no app, and it is running ECU Master Classic standalone management and be fully mapped. There's loads of plugs and stuff of EFI tuning, and we're running about 11 psi right now. And I've run this in the engine for the last easily 2 years with no issues at all. It's not the fastest car, it pulls really well, it sounds well, it's about 240 brake horsepower give or take. I had to set up original low boost like 5 psi, it was only running 201 I think. Let's give it a little pull, shall we? And that's still running low boost. It sounds lovely, I'm sure. It's got a lovely flutter, so it's running a Group A K&N air filter. I really do hope you can hear me with the windows open. This GoPro isn't probably the best for filming, but it is a good quality. With a little bit of overboost. Okay, so let's talk about this car. This car being a Ford Escort Mark V, okay? It came out of the factory in 1991, making this car just short of 32 years old. Started life off as a basic RS 2000, which come with a naturally aspirated 16 valve 2 litre engine. Okay, it's got a race built head on it as standard out of the factory. These are great engines and they run a 150 brake horsepower as standard. Okay, so with it being a Mark V Escort, it comes from the factory, not with these actual headlights, but this style headlight, not the one-piece unit, as well as the repeaters which are in the wings. The RS 2000 and the XR3Is have these shorter side repeaters, okay? They're not actually repeaters though, these are the side lights. On the other models, these are repeaters, okay? So the repeaters on the Escort Cosworth are here. So this is an ultimate perfect base car to build the reproduction of, okay? People use Mark 6, but they change the front end, they weld all the back end differently. But what's the point of doing all that? Because they still then have Mark 6 door handles, which have got the round on them, they have the wrong dashboard, they have the wrong door cards. So there is many telltale signs. So the best thing about this car, being an RS 2000, it comes with a factory spec, okay? With electric mirrors, heated mirrors, comes with sunroof, heated windscreen. It comes with all the optional extras. You can also get the later, or the earlier, whatever you want to call them, you can actually get an optional extra to have the, what are they called? Rear pop-out windows. And actually, not all Escort Cosworths come with them. It was an optional extra, along with electric windows. This car, it has it all. One of the telltales will be it doesn't have a boot popper switch. It has the handle. That's because it was an earlier version. Yeah, it's a great looking car. I absolutely love it. Also, like I said, the lights on a Mark V are different from Mark 6, as well as a boot. Mark 6 has a light in this section. People do cut it out and weld it up. That's not the right thing to do. Also, it has the correct rear bumper. Yes, I do have a heat shield on it, but the bumper and the exhaust come through the right part. So this car doesn't have the one-piece side skirts like people tend to have on their reps. These are actual, genuine. The arches themselves are the metal arches below in this section. Okay, so up until here is the metal arch underneath. It has been cut here and this is skinned over. So all that is fiberglass rather than an actual swap out. We have a complete rear quarters, which I will show you, which go all the way up to where they should go to, okay? So they match the spoiler. So that is, and it runs in contraflow with all the car and all the swage lines too. We have a genuine lower Ford production part spoiler and the bottom part of the whale tail. The replica ones are just not right. And on top of this then we have a Dave Lee XYZ reproduction of a Wolf spoiler. The top part is a fiberglass replica spoiler, but it's had extensive modification to replicate an original one, because again, that part was just a terrible fit. It was shocking. We also have the original rubber sealer on the bottom, which is a genuine part. It is a reproduction part, but it's a reproduction part of a genuine part because they're common for deteriorating away. But yeah, we got the original look exhaust like I described, and we got the Nomad style lights on the back. You would have noticed we have the big turbo badging, which is correct layout and correct spacing for this car, as well as the forward badge being an original one and period for the car, as well as a correct big turbo style mirrors. Okay, so there are two variants of this car. There's a small turbo, which is the later version, which comes out, which should really be a Mark 6, but it's still on the Mark 5 chassis, which has the smaller mirrors like a Mark 4 Fiesta, but these are big turbo spec. Okay, and again I will show you something else which is big turbo spec. This car is replicated off an early big turbo spec rally car, I suppose, really. It does come with the sunroof, so it's not a replication of a 909, it's a replication of a Cosworth road car. Okay, so this section here being the original petrol cap on the car itself, with it being a Mark 5, it is the right petrol cap for a big turbo replica. Mark 6 cars have a flappy one, as well as the big small turbo, okay, due to obviously efficiency and emissions, all that kind of stuff, but it is a way to determine and see what is a big turbo and a small turbo. So a small turbo would have a flappy cap, remember, and it would have different mirrors, as well as a few other little bits and pieces and stuff like Lux and non-Lux versions. But yeah, I hope that helps you. Another point, this section around here replicates an original car. An original Cosworth, this section would be bigger. That is the difference in the wheelbase, okay, because they use the Sierra floor pan. However, most replicas, you will see that tapers down that way. This hasn't been done like that, this has been done correctly, okay? We are running Mark 1 Focus RS Brembos with vented discs as well for that extra bit of stopping. You will see it looks like it tapers off a bit but there, but it's meant to, that is the hockey stick. The bumper itself runs true to the wing, okay? So that's a carbon wrapped hockey stick. We have an original RS Cosworth bonnet as well as an original RS Cosworth vents. This is all original, okay? The bonnet actually comes with these on, however with an RS 2000 and the optional extra, it has heated squirters which are on the wipers, which was a Cosworth optional, I believe, I've been told. We have the original Moret headlights, we have original side repeaters and original fog lamps with fiberglass bottom splitter, and we run in an aftermarket front mount intercooler along with running original jets, okay? These parts are money. We have the original RS Owners Club stickers, and we have the original tax disc from 2006, and of course the Welsh Ford decals. If you ever see me out, tap your phone on there and you can connect straight to my socials. Excuse the mess in the car because like I said, the last time I used the car was at the car show. But as you can see, Eric over there, Mr. Wazo, Flatbeat, he's reading something. So yeah. Okay, so this car was recently just featured in Fast Forward magazine. It's a lovely 6-page spread. Go and check it out. It was last month, so you can still buy it online. That's an absolutely, like, I don't know, bucket list thing I've achieved. I'm absolutely chuffed. It's an absolute great write-up. Shows the engine, shows about the intimidation game and stuff like that. And it's really called out a replica not so much being frowned upon anymore, which I'm chuffed. Okay, so we have the original Cosworth banana pod with original boost gauges. We have my lovely little replication model there, and always Series 1 recovery air freshener. We have the Pioneer Dolphin style head unit. We have this little tablet which monitors AFR and injector rate and all that kind of stuff, and tells me as well live if I have any issues with it. We have the original aircon clock, etc., which does work. It's wired up also when it comes on the ignition. We have oil pressure and we have boost gauge, and we have 170 miles per hour clocks. If you've seen a video about Jeremy Clarkson when he had his ESCORT COSWORTH, he slated this gear knob. This is the original ESCORT COSWORTH gear knob. We're notorious for popping off, but this one's in great shape. It's all these little things that are the super expensive things to buy, okay? Like that aircon clock, 500 quid. Speedo clocks, 400 or 500 quid. So if you're going to build a replica, you need to think all these things through. Also the centre console as well as the armrest. Excuse the mess, but we have the original seats in the back with headrests and the pull out armrest too. So yeah, it's all there. We have a little tunnel coming up. We have a little tunnel coming up here. Let's see what it sounds like, shall we? I think I've tempted fate as well because it does actually look like it's going to rain. Apparently when I go to the Welsh car shows from across the bridge, well, come from Wales car shows, I'm notorious, you know, for bringing the weather with me. A little bit uncalled for, but probably is true, coming from Wales. Okay, so we're at my local spot where I love to take my footage, love to get some montage and all that. I've probably been here for about half an hour waiting for some chap to move his car because he was taking his break. So I decided to then download the footage from my GoPro, but take some time because of Bluetooth. And then some guy turns up in his, I don't know, some Jap car, gets all his cameras out, and Travis Paswana and Steve McQueen turn up as we go down there, and they're now filming where I wanted to go. So I'm just gonna have to wait. So yeah, so not only looking the part, it actually sounds a part, I'm sure you will agree. It's almost impossible to film this car and driving because everybody stops, everybody wants to chat, or I'm on my own and I'm leaving my filming equipment and going down the road and in shady areas. But yeah, I'm gonna get some more clips now, a few little bits and pieces, bits of montage and stuff like that. I'll talk a bit around the engine bay and all that kind of stuff, a bit more detail, show you that, and then we'll continue on and see how it goes. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying it so far and I'm not boring you. Yeah, so standard water bottle has been painted black, just like fuel, not fuel, sorry, the power steering. I've got some nice blue hoses where I want to come for here, water hoses down there. It's got a new water pump. You'll see the manifold there. It's a genuine Ford manifold which houses the Garrett down the bottom. I don't know if you can see it. It's an original Garrett GT25, Ford Escort RS Cosworth, Group N K9 filter, oil catch can. You can't see down here, we've got obviously the caps and the injectors off a Nissan with the O-rings off the RS2000, 3.5 fuel bar regulator down there for fuel. These bits are all off EFI tuning. That's off a Bova Cosworth engine on top of an RS2000 plug cover. Gets hot and this forever ever cracks. You know, it's heat retardant paint. So look, yeah, in a nutshell, this is a home-built ESCORT Cosworth reproduction. I wouldn't say it's a replica, it's a tribute car. It's imitation of the real thing. It's a really good replica. It's fooled loads of people. Genuine Cosworth owners don't even know the difference until I point it out, which is quite humbling. Myself and Matthew done a massive amount of work on his car, as well as Katie helping and supporting, and Chelsea supporting the journey all the way. I didn't mention the car is painted in a 2-pack paint, okay? So it's no base, no clear, it's a 2-pack paint. Like the old school Fords were painted. And it's come up flawless, it has as well, to be honest. We could have gone base and clear, and we could have gone back to diamond white. But the car's painted in frozen white, so it's more vibrant and it's brighter. But yeah, I don't know what else to say about the car. I love it. It drives well, it pulls well, it turns heads, it gets loads of attention. We built it from scratch. So I bought the car 3.5 years ago, just under 4 years ago, at the start of lockdown. Matthew Bowler from Series 1, super top guy, he went to go and get it for me. I bought it blind, and yeah, the car is fantastic. It wasn't what we expected. It was rough around the edges. It had some genuine parts on it, which was a good base. With it being an R2002, it's even better. But yeah, the kit didn't fit, things were wrong, it was cracked, it was horrific. So we started stripping it down, going underside, cleaning it all back to bare, obviously stone guarding and protecting it underneath, and then we started reshaping things, taking things off, and swapping out ultimately for replacement parts with genuine bits. But yeah, this is the journey, this is where we are now. No doubt you will see more on the channel about it. It's an old car, it's 32-year-old nearly, and it's forever going to have stuff done. Maybe a bigger engine, I don't know, maybe different brakes on the back. Who knows? I love a standard original look of it. I like the orange repeaters on it and stuff. I may put trumpets instead of the inside lights on my Morettes, little kind of things like that. But other than that, you'll see me in shows. And if you do see me in shows, okay, right, come over and say hi to me, okay? Because all the people who come over is really warming. I will always chat to you, as you can guess, okay? I love a good natter. Chelsea will wander off and she's like, come on, Dan. But yeah, I will always stop and chat. And if there's any advice, anything about the car you want to know, just reach out to me. I'll try my best to help. But anyway, thanks for watching. Until next time, if you haven't subscribed already, please subscribe. It's really good. I'm really enjoying YouTube right now. And the very little money that it does make every few months, I put back into the car anyway. So it's really rewarding and I enjoy it. But until next time, thank you.